Good afternoon, everyone. Today we will work out for the database management system, the lab session where SQL procedure started, structured query language. Before proceeding that lab session, apart from the general programs, let me teach you the basic concepts which still are there. We have covered with the insertion of in creation of a table. And after that, we have to start working for the updation and deletion. Let me share the screen. Just a minute, okay? I'll say run SQL command line. Okay. We'll share the screen. Yeah. Starting with the SQL command, we always say this what connect. I'll use the student and the password is what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got connected. Let me see what all the tables are there. To check which all tables are present in your database, always you have to use select star from this word tab. Okay, so that we understand that which all tables are there with us. So right now I have only 2 tables, that is a student and IA. Today what I will do it is that I will create one normal table where I'll be using for other functions also. We'll proceed with that. Okay, so always creation of the table begins with the syntax or the command as a create table. I will create the table as employee, open the round parenthesis, and inside the employee table, I'm going to have the columns or attributes along with the data types as employee ID, MID. Make sure that there is no space. If I say M and ID, it will not take, it will take an error as it will not include the space here. To the alternate option for the space is what underscore ID. And I'll give that as a varchar. The reason for giving the varchar is that I just want to provide as a this what E101 to understand easiest thing. Okay, so a varchar, I'll make it as a 5 and I'll use this as a primary key. Then name, e-name, I will say employee name, varchar. Then after that 10, comma. The table I will create afterwards as there is a one more concept. Then department, department name I will say, and I will say as a varchar. Okay. And salary. Number. 8 digits, let us pick. Yes. The table will get created. Okay. I have an error. Create table employee. Name is already used by existing object, which means it is there already. It has not displayed as a drop, I guess. Okay, no problem. I can change the table name. I will say employee 1. Then I'll use whatever the fields I had created that I will say. Yeah, the table has got created by saying as an employee 1. Before insertion of the record, let me see, select star from employee is there or what I'll check. Fine, no problem. We have the table, employee is there. I'm not sure why it has not displayed here. It is displayed, see, yes, it is there. You can have a look here, SKM, tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and employee table is already there. I didn't scroll up, extremely sorry for that, and it will take always this what according to the date wise, no problem. So we have a table, name, same I have taken for your reference sake, select star from employee, and I'll just what drop table employee. I will drop this table 1. Table has dropped Again, I'll say for the reference sake, select star from employee. We have to select this all part and we will work here. Today, let me show you how to execute the kind of queries for the single table. And after that, for the next lab session, I will discuss with you how to write the queries for the multiple tables, like displaying all the values here, which is very, very easy, not that difficult. But before proceeding, just let me tell you the simple basic operation, that is the update, delete, and we will go jump for the aggregate functions here. Okay. I just want to check the now only employee ID name is there. So what I say, query is what select name, what I have written. Yeah, name I have written. Name, comma, salary I will say. Okay. Select name, salary. From which table it is? Employee. So what I have received the output as according to me, that is name and salary. Okay. So like this way you can use any other option what you want. So once again I will use this word select start from employee. I just want to see now what is my operation. I will go for update operation. Okay. Now I want to change the salary. So first of all, I'll show you the updation part for one record and updation for multiple records at the same time. Means what? I don't want to use the syntax repetitively. I am not interested to enter the syntax or to use the command repetitively. Just one only single time I will create the command and I'll proceed for that. So before proceeding update for single row. Now I will say I want to change the salary of Yash. Okay, employee ID is 107 and Yash, and where he is working, HR department 43,000. I will increase that salary. How to do that? So always there is a command for the updation, means for changing or modification. You have to use the command as update. Okay, what table name that you have to mention? Update table name is employee. Okay, come down, update table name. Update table name is what? Employee. You are not supposed to write table name. So update table. जैसे हम drop table we say always here. So that is not required. Alter table we say no. So that is also not required. So just we have to say update employee. Set. Set मतलब क्या? We are going to change some values. Set SET. What we are going to change? We have decided to update the salary of the Yash. Okay. So what is the column name here? Salary. So I'll say salary equal to, give what value we are going to give. And when we are updating here, we always say set salary. Yes, this is a number matters here. Okay, fine. So that time we don't need the single quote, but here we have to check set salary equal to in single quote. Now right now it is 43,000. Just we will increase by 2,000 here. One more idea, it is one more query I have got in my mind. I'll discuss that also. Very easiest salary, set salary from, sorry, where condition is to be applied. No, 45,000 डालना है. That also matters here. Now suppose Yash is single, Yash is there. Only one Yash is there. If I say where name equal to Yash, what will happen? Now currently it is one value is there of Yash, single Yash is there. If you have two Yash is there, what will happen? It will go on changing. How many times Yash are there? That salary will be updated what we have given here. So now I'll say here, what is the primary key that I have to say here? So I'll say employee ID, EMP_ID equal to, what is that here? E107. Invalid identifier. Okay, I have to provide the single quote. Updation के time single quote जरूरत है. And yes, one row has been updated. This is the query. When you are using the updation, you are supposed to give in a single quote, no matter whether it is number or whether it is a varchar. For both the things, for set also, for where also. Okay. So let us see whether it is updated or what. So select, I'll type select star from employee. Okay, your salary was what? It is 45,000. Okay, 45,000 is there here. Now, one more thing, 45,000 is done. If you know very well, suppose you have 1,000 records are there. Not 1,000, let me say 100 records are there. And some of the employees' salary has to be updated. And they will give, some of the employees, they will give you handwritten copy of the employee ID, of that employee ID. Only employee ID and name. They will give the employee ID and name here. So you will have that handwritten copy. And what now I have taught you only for the single row updation. I'm repeating only for the single row updation. When you have similarly, now one more row you want to update, what you people will do? You will use this what upward key here, upward arrow mark key, and फिर से आप change करना चाहते हो. Why you need that? When you have another option. So for that, when you want to change simultaneously without proceeding any extra query always, the way you do for the insertion, same way we have for the updation also. When you want to update the record simultaneously without giving any command again. So for that, update employee set salary equal to single quote ampersand salary. Why ampersand? It is our choice. Once the statement has got executed, during run time we are supposed to, after the compilation time we are supposed to add the value here. Previously what we have done, we have set the salary equal to 45,000. We have inserted their value. In there, that query itself we have inserted. But I'm not interested. I have a number of salaries to be updated. Out of 100, 25 salaries I have to update. So it is highly impossible for me to update all the time for separate employees. I cannot write that here query. So we have a option here where it says set salary equal to single quote ampersand salary entry, where now for this also where employee ID equal to, employee ID equal to single quote ampersand EMP underscore ID and close this word syntax here. So now the way you have done for your insertion, do you remember same way? It will ask us enter the value called salary. Now assume that you have a hard copy in you, with you it is there on a paper, all that employee salary it is there. For us this is there here. So I will update now for the CR. 45,000 is the CI, it is what 60,000 is there. For her, I will update 62,000. Okay, I will say 62,000. So it will say old value and new value. To whom I am updating that 62,000, I have said in my mind word as a E101. That is a CR. So I have to write E101. Okay, one row has got updated. Similarly, for the second person also I want to update. So I have to use regular. The way you have done the insertion of the records here in your table, after inserting every record, you will use this word /. Similarly, you have to use this word / and say enter. It will ask the salary to be updated for the next person or next record. So I will say for this Myra, who is having 34,000 salary, that also I will increase by 4,000. So Myra, I have, what is her email ID? Sorry, employee ID E105, 34,000 is there. So I'm going to make it as 38,000. Okay. And enter. And what is the Myra's ID? E104, I think. Sorry, E105. E105. One row updated. So 2 rows are being updated. If you want any other, still you can go on updating here. Okay. Now I don't want to update anything. It's sufficient for me. 2 members I have done. Select star from employee. Before proceeding this, you people have to should have a look for this whose all salary we have updated. CR, that is 60,000, where we have done it as 62,000, and E105 Myra, the salaries for Myra it is what 34,000. That also was increased to the 38,000. So updation should be select a star from employee. I will say enter. Can you see now CR salary it is what 62,000, and Myra salary it is what 38,000, which was 34,000. Now this situation is completed. Now what next? Sometimes what happened in the companies, everyone will get a bonus, right? So for everyone, same amount will be given there for Diwali festival or any other. Let us say, assume that example. So instead of giving for a single record updating, now what we have done, we have given for the multiple records updation, just using the forward slash, coming down, entering the value. Oh, okay. Some cases will be arised or scenario will arise. For everyone, the salary has to be updated for by 2,000 or 1,000, jo bhi bonus hoga, right? No matter what the salary is. No. But what I have said, no matter what salary it is, I'm going to increase 1,000 for everyone. This is for the common. You know what? In some cases, we will be having that 1,000 has to be increased only those whose salaries the respective amount between range it is. So that also will be taught you afterwards. But right now, I'm using for all. Everyone 1,000 has to be increased. So what I do, update employee. My question, I hope you have understood. Now my query is what I want to update everyone's employee, all employees salary to be hiked by 1,000. Sabka salary mujhe 1,000 karna hai. That time update employee set salary equal to salary plus 1,000. What I have done? Nothing I have done. Update employee set salary equal to salary plus 1,000. जिसका जितना salary है उसको 1,000 add करना है. Here I have not taken any single code. Just I'm using this what सबको common करना है. And I have not used where condition. Where clause will be used to whom? Which condition it is there? So that should be there here. Okay. So it will work update employee set salary. Before this C, have a look here. You have 62,000, 62s will go 60, what it is 1,000, 63,000, 46,000 will work, 76,000, 57,000, 39, 55, 46, 49. So this is what the salary will get increased. Still we have not checked. So let us see, select star from employee. Yeah. We have received 63, 46, 76, 57, 39,000, 55,000, 46, and 49,000. This is being done. And now let me see condition, what I have to say. I just want to increase the salary only whose, what condition I'll give below or above. Okay, let us go give the priority those who have very less salary. Only those employees' salary I want to increase whose salary is less than 40,000. What condition can be used? Normally we say less than. What kind of operators we will use? Comparison operators, right? So greater than, less than, equal to, less than or equal to, greater than, equal to. Still not more concept I will tell, but basic I will tell you how to use a single operators here. So this is done. I will say now, whose salary is below 50,000, their salary should get increased by 1,000. Sufficient, na? 1,000 salary should be getting. So according to this table, I will receive 46,000 for employee 102, then 39,000 for employee 105, Yash and Tushar. Okay, my God, 018. No problem. Let us see. So here, 49,000 is done. Now update employee. The query is that I want to increase the salary by 1,000 who the salary is below or less than 50,000. Update employee set salary equal to salary. Why salary equal to salary plus 1? What we do normally in your C programming or Java programming to find the sum of n numbers or to find the sum of n array elements. So what we do, we always initialize the sum equal to 0. And after that, what we say, sum is equal to sum plus whatever the value is there here, 1 or 10. That is done. Salary equal to salary plus 1000. Okay. Where, sorry. Wait, once again, I type, I have taken 100. The update employee set salary equal to salary plus 1000. Where salary is less than 50,000. Okay. Update employee set salary equal to salary plus 1000, where salary is less than 50,000. Okay. So here, this will work out 46,000, and this will work out 49,000 and Myra here. So what I do, select star from employee. Can you see now? Yeah, 1,000 was there, and here also 39,000 was there, 40,000, 46, 47,000, 50,000. Okay. Now, same way, what we have done, guys, here, update employee set salary equal to salary plus 1/3. Sometimes what happens, you will be having 1,000 records and you want to check whose salary is very less than this. With the help of comparison operator itself, I'll show you. Select employee, EMP ID, name, salary from employee. My question it is what I want to find out the who all employee are having more than 50,000 salary from employee, where same salary equal to greater than 50,000. Now I'm using greater than 50,000. See here. What happened? Select employee ID, name, salary from employee where salary is greater than 50,000. So only these people have come. E101, 103, 104, 106. Okay, getting. I hope you have this idea about the updation. I will go for the deletion operation here. Now, before deletion operation, let us say select star from employee. Now, I want to delete the record of Tushar. Okay, so how to delete the record? Delete from employee where you have supposed to where condition no employee ID underscore ID equal to 10. What is that? 018. Value is changed. To delete a single record, so what you say, delete from employee where employee ID is E018. I have written E018, so I have given it is not E108. So let us check whether it is updated or not. Select star from employee. Can you see, is there any record? No, it is not there, which means it has got deleted here. Then after that, if you want to delete for everyone, I'm not sure if I delete, I'll roll back or no. I'll say now roll back. Roll back means now what happens roll back, which means previously record has been deleted or changed. It will come back. Can you see now? Again, it has come after the roll back here. Okay. This is done. Now I want to delete the employees, those who are working in finance department. So what I do here, what you have to say, delete from employee, delete from table name, where all records I will delete those who are working in HR department. I don't know which are employees are there. I'm not interested for that. Just I'll use this for where employees are working in the respective department. Where department equal to HR. Sorry, single quote HR. department name has to write. Okay, no problem. So I have to say department name. And yes, 2 rows have been deleted, which also here HR had taken the last 2 rows. Now let us check whether it's there or not. It has got deleted 106. I will say only roll back again. I just want all the records with me. Roll back मतलब जो भी आप previous किए थे Control Z. Okay. So select start from employee. The values have come with me. Okay. Then deletion is over. Updation is over. Now let us move to the aggregate functions. Before proceeding with aggregate function, I'll share the one of the screen with you people so that you will come to know what was the aggregate functions here. Aggregate functions are in your DBMS or SQL. You people are having this what 5 aggregate functions are there with us. Those are SQL count, SQL average, SQL maximum, SQL minimum, and SQL sum. Okay. So these are the aggregate functions. In your Viva questions or in your interview questions, if they ask you for the DBMS SQL, which are the aggregate functions, so you are supposed to mention this. That is a count, average, max, minimum, and sum. Okay, means what it will do? It will use the built-in functions to find out the this what calculation here. Okay. So before proceeding with this, step by step, we will work out. I will take a simple example for you people. The first one is what sum. What is the sum? Sum means what? It will make a total addition. You have taken for your C programming, for Java programming, advanced Java programming, sum equal to sum plus 0. Whatever that value you will take it. Sum equal to sum plus 0 you will say here. So here whatever the values are there, records are there, that total has to be made here. So that I will show. Then after that, what is the average? Just we will take a total or a sum divided by how many columns are there, how many rows are there here. Now if I say 300 plus 300 plus 100. So 3 values are there with me. So 300 plus 300, 600, 600 plus 1 is 100 is what? 700. So 700 divided by 3 should be there. So that will come. The same way average it is done. Then what is the maximum? Out of that records or rows here, what is the maximum value? What is the minimum value? Lowest value, highest value. And the count. The count word itself we say that how many count. I will say that when the class strength is very less, count the number of students have come. So you are counting. The same way in your this what database management system or SQL, you have the function called as a count. How many records are there with the people counting? Okay. How many students have opted for Java courses? How many students have opted for this what advanced Java? Such a way counting. If you go on scrolling up and if you provide the update statement or select statement, that is also okay, but you want the specific value measure should be there. So that we have to check. So count, average, maximum, minimum, sum. These are the aggregate functions for your SQL. So let us work back on how it works. Demonstration. Same way I'm going to take the table, select star from employee, same I will take. Okay, no difference at all. So first aggregate function I will say sum. Okay, now it will, I have written for your reference as a sum. Immediately it will show that unknown command sum, rest of line ignored. Okay, but I'm displaying the sum, this what aggregate function here. Now I want to calculate the total salary. I mean every all employees total I want to do. So that is also there. Step by step I'll go because in sum again we are going to have a different built-in functions also, group by, order by. Ho jayega, okay. So I'll just calculate all salary today. Now select. You are supposed to write the keywords as sum, AVG, then MAX, MIN, then COUNT. You are supposed to write that. First of all, give them what is the select, what you want aggregate function that should be there. And in parenthesis or in bracket, किसको देना चाहते हो? Which column you are going to specify, that should be written, and then from which table also matters here. So I will say now, select sum salary. Okay, I have said that aggregate function name, and in the bracket for what you are working, for which column you people are working, that you have to mention, and enter from table name also matters, employee. Okay, so what happened, guys? Select sum means what? All calculation will be there, total of what salary column of which table, employee table is there. So I had said sum salary from employee. So this all salaries has been taken and it is being made up of total. Okay, so total it is done. Then this is the basic query I have got you for the salary. Similarly, you will be having the for together salary, no, together it is there here. Sometimes what happens, you want to find out the total amount or total salary which are being given for HR department लोगों को, finance department को, BCA department, MCOM department, that way also it is available. But for that one more function we have to use, which is called as a group, GROUP. Group. Make a group of people, those who have opted for Java courses. Make a group of people, those who have opted for the Python courses. So that way group should be there. Right now, I'll not explain this directly. Jumping is not that clear. Next question is what? Average. Next aggregate function, it is what? Average. So same way, select, provide the aggregate function. Right now my aggregate function is AVG, and in the bracket what you have to, for what we are going to make this salary, average, maximum, minimum, which are countable, no, which are addable here. Not name, I cannot say average. And then employee ID also cannot say average. Employee ID cannot say as a sum, which can be calculated. That we have to say this what? Aggregate functions here. Okay, select average. Again for the salary itself we have to work. And from which table? From employee. Employee. So what happened? 41,000, yeah, 4,15,000 divided by how many members were there? 8. So that will come here and it will get calculated average salary as 51,875. मतलब सबको कितना कितना जाएगा? Equality should be there here. Okay. So and this word point has been discarded. To apply the points again, we have an advanced level which is not there right now. So it is sufficient. Select average salary from employee. Okay. Next type of a function is what? Aggregate function. Okay. I will say count. How many employees are there? Assume that I have an employee 10,000. So I have to go and increase this. And otherwise I have to write the query as updated. It will say no, 8 rows updated, 8 rows selected. But it's kitne baar likhenge? So you want such a specific number of students, number of employees or number of products count here. Now see, the number of students, those who have scored above 95, I want that quantity value should be there. For that purpose, you can use the count. Otherwise, the number of employees who are working in the respective department, that is also there. Many things are there. Right now, simple query will be there. Select count employee ID, now not by salary. Okay, employee ID, because we are calculating how many employees are there. That way, select count employee ID from employee table. Okay, so what is that here? Count ID. Then here it is what 8 are there here. Okay. Otherwise, what happens? I have said that select count employee ID from employee, where I can use this, where department underscore name equal to HR. Are you able to understand that what I wanted? I want to check how many employees are working for this what HR department. How many employees are working for finance department? Instead of scrolling HR, that I don't know. I just want to check how many this what employees are working in HR department. Otherwise, how many employees are the how many employees are there whose salary is above 50,000? Only value should be there. Okay. So this is done, count it is done. And then next one is what? Maximum minimum. Before proceeding for the maximum minimum, I'll just use the select star from employee. And based on that, we can have a look for the minimum salary and maximum salary. Now, by seeing this, what is the maximum salary? 75,000. And coming for this, what is the maximum value for the this minimum value for this? It is what? 34,000. Can you see it was got increased for 62,000, 64,000 was there. Why did it come back to 60,000 here? Because we had said roll back here. Here also 48,000, 49,000 was there. 50,000 it has got. Once we said roll back, what changes we had made first and that will come here. Okay. Now I'm going to use the aggregate function as a maximum and minimum. Same way, select maximum, max you have to say salary from employee. 75,000. You want to find out who is that person, select this word name and employee ID, that is also available. Select name, employee name or name, it is a name. Maximum salary from employee. It. Let us check, otherwise we'll take. Okay, not a problem. No, let us work for minimum. Select minimum salary, Myra Chukam from employee. 4,000. If I want Myra employee ID, that is also available. That I can show you in the next section. This is done. So this was the today's class sufficient. I have taught you operation, deletion, and aggregate function. Those are average, sum, maximum, minimum, count, sufficient. If you have a look for your this video and start executing once your lab session will start, resume. Till then, thank you.